We all know that being a YouTuber is not just a hobby. It can be a full-time job that pays incredibly well. YouTubers show off their houses, closets, clothes, and jewelry, but let's be real, their cars are really where it's at. From making their own custom G Wagons to buying entire school buses, these creators' rides will definitely blow you away. And while I'm sure you've seen some of these in the background of a classic squatting on the floor Insta pic, we decided to round up 9 of the best YouTuber cars right here on Listed. Coming in at number 9 is our girl JoJo Siwa. I mean, her car pretty much has a personality of itself. A personality that's hauntingly similar to JoJo's. It's a custom-made convertible BMW 4 Series that JoJo got this past Christmas. And features-wise, it's pretty standard, but it is bright as hell.
And I love, too, that my car matches my outfit. Dream with the dream, it all matches.
Like so bright that even Justin Bieber took notice writing "Burn It." But all is well between JoJo and Justin because she even took him for a ride in her Dreammobile. Oh, and she got a semi-truck to match. Make that 5 semi-trucks to match. But don't worry, JoJo doesn't only drive cars with her face on them. For a more subtle look, JoJo has this custom Tesla. And when I say more subtle, I mean not subtle at all. I mean, it has a giant 16 on the side. And of course, rainbow wheels. Because why not? JoJo's cars are just way too flashy for my taste, which is why they land her in the number 9 spot on our list. But you know who's got a much better whip than JoJo? Our number 8 spot is for our sisters out there, James Charles. He's got a matte black 2018 Tesla Model X, kind of like JoJo's car, but opposite. It's his first and only car that he just got last November. He had it customized with a matte finish and said he wanted to get the windows tinted, but we're not sure if he's done that yet. Since he's gotten the car, he seems to love it.
I have not died yet, which is surprising to me, and I'm really happy about that.
He eats in it and loves to take pics in it. With a car like this, who wouldn't though? So yeah, this is a pretty cool Tesla, but one car is no match for this girl's 3 cars. Coming in at number 7 is our queen, Trisha Paytas. So she's shown off her cars in several car tour videos. Her first one being her hot pink Mercedes-Benz G550, or as you might know it, the G Wagon. If you follow Trisha, you've probably seen a lot of this car already. It can go from 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds, which Trish is hopefully not doing for the sake and safety of the good people of Los Angeles. But like a lot of other cars on this list, the G Wagon is completely customized on the inside to be all pink with black trim. Her second car is this little number, an orange Lamborghini, which seems to be the standard automotive purchase for a lot of high-rolling YouTubers. She posed with the same car on the cover of her 2015 EP Superficial Bitch, and 3 years later, she bought one of her own. She decided to make the impulse purchase to treat herself after a breakup.
You know me, crazy manic Trish, just one day wakes up and is like, I need that orange Lamborghini.
But it is such a pretty car, and her dog Mukbang thinks so too. But you know, she still needs a car for when she doesn't want hordes of fans to flock her. And for those moments, she has this Mercedes-AMG GLS 63. It's a casual, you know, everyday mom car, if your mom like owned a bank or something. And it's Trish's mixture of extravagance and practicality that makes her number 7 on our list. And if you're starting to feel bad for yourself, have no fear because Emma Chamberlain is here. The queen of relatability is here to try to make you feel better with this car. While we know she has a car of her own, at 6 tokens a ride, this is much cheaper than a custom-made Tesla or G Wagon. And we stand anything that is free 99. Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled program. Coming in at number 6 is another fave of ours, TANA MONGEAU. You know, she just learned how to drive like a week ago. But in the meantime, she's collected quite an impressive array of cars. Like, remember this souped-up G Wagon that Jake bought her?
I begged for it so much, but now that you did it, I can't even accept it.
It was a pre-TANA turns 21 gift that Jake surprised her with right before they left for Vegas. And of course, since they're married now, what's Jake's is TANA's. But before she got the G Wagon and her license, she was roughing it Flintstone style in this jalopy. TANA pulling up like your Uber ride is here. And while we're talking about TANA, I can't not think about the Paul brothers. Coming in at number 5 is Logan Paul. Of course, just one luxury car isn't enough to make this list, so Logan has multiple custom rides. If you know Logan, you know he loves his Dodge Challengers. He even had one made custom with his Maverick logo. So much so that he's even raced his blue one against his brother. But of course, Logan doesn't only have one kind of car, he loves himself a G Wagon like pretty much everyone else on this list. But I bet no one else has a custom plow with their logo on it. And something else that no one else has, a school bus. That's where Logan pretty much has everyone beat. He actually bought a school bus and flipped it and now refers to it as the cool bus. I mean, I have to give it to him. That's pretty good. According to Logan himself, the bus is decked out with smart glass automatic window tinting, 30 interior speakers, color-changing LED lights, a toilet, a microwave, a kitchen, a hammock, a 50-inch flat screen with Apple TV and Wi-Fi, 2 Lovesac beanbags, air conditioning and intercom system, and quote, a bunch of other dope stuff. And I have to say, back to school season would seem a lot less scary if Logan's bus was how you got to school, am I right? Anyway, next up, coming in at number 4 is our other favorite Paul brother, Jake Paul, who has an entire collection of luxury cars. Like, I'm certain that this collection is worth millions. And some of these cars are absolutely insane. Most notably his, $350,000 dream car. Yes, you heard me, $350,000 for one of these cars. That's like more than a lot of houses cost, but Jake bought this custom blue Lambo.
God, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, I really know.
And he's made sure to feature this car all over his Insta. I mean, you gotta get your money's worth, right? I'd be posting a picture of it about every 10 seconds, literally to make it worth every penny. He's even posed with other people on this list like Austin McBroom, who has a similar ride. We'll get to him in a bit though, don't you worry. And of course, he had to get a matching mini version of it for mini Jake Paul, which I have to admit is kind of cute. All right, now that we've covered the Paul brothers, we can move on to number 3 on this list, Alejandro of Salomondrin. While you may not have heard of him, his channel has literally risen to fame and has gained millions of followers because of his car collection. Alejandro has over 2 million Instagram followers and over 1.6 million YouTube subscribers who are all obsessed with his cars. And the cars he drives are not for the faint of heart. He may not actually own all of the ones he drives, but his channel is dedicated to some of the best cars in the world, so I could not include him on this list. In one of his videos, he's in this Bugatti, which is worth over $1.7 million just for one car. And getting this car has been a dream of his since high school, so I guess I need to start dreaming bigger. I'm no longer wasting my 1111 wishes on anything less than this car. He doesn't want just your average G Wagon or Lambo. Alejandro only wants extremely rare and extremely expensive cars that are somewhat nearly impossible to find.
And it's been impossible for me to buy one. Ford didn't give me an allocation. Then I thought, well, I have the money, I can pay the over. That's not true, because Ford has a really tight grip on all of the cars that they have made.
But come on, if you know car guys, nothing can get in their way.
But did you think that was gonna stop me for a second? Oh no, senor. Oh no.
So while he may not own every car he drives in his YouTube videos, Alejandro is rarely seen in anything less expensive than a Rolls Royce. Next up, coming in at number 2 is the man, the myth, the legend, Austin McBroom. You know him and love him for his Ace Family videos, but we can't stop thinking about his bright orange Lamborghini, which he's appropriately named Dream. Speaking of which, all the Ace Family cars have names. There's Razzmatazz, Blue Steel, and even Shelby. Dream is basically the star of Austin's Instagram. Like Jake, he is getting every penny's worth. And we already know the ballpark price for this car. It's the same as Jake's, which is around $350,000, but this certainly isn't Austin's only luxury car. He's got enough Jeeps for multiple families. Like seriously, who needs this many Jeeps? He even got a cute mini one for Elle. But my favorite of his cars is his custom Rolls Royce, which his fiance Catherine surprised him with. The moment really is priceless. Well, actually I take that back because this car starts at around $450,000, so yeah, it's definitely not priceless. But it's a really sweet moment either way.
What do you think?
It's the most beautiful car in the world. How'd you do this? Oh my God.
But not even a $450,000 Rolls Royce and a $350,000 Lambo will get you to the top of this list. Sorry, Austin. But coming in at number 1 on the list of best YouTuber cars is none other than Jeffree Star. Jeffree has the most unique custom cars on this list, and we love him for it. I mean, if you have as much money as Jeffree does, you may as well have a different color luxury ride for every designer outfit you own, right? And we all know that Jeffree has a lot of pink clothes, so it makes sense that he has multiple pink cars. He has his custom Barbie Rolls Royce, a pink Audi, and even a pink Lambo. But he doesn't take any of his cars for granted. When buying the pink Lambo, he wrote in the caption, quote, "Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would ever buy a Lamborghini. Sometimes my life feels like a crazy dream, but then I pinch myself and remind myself of all the struggles, hard times, sleeping on friends' couches to get to work when I couldn't afford my own place. I remember my first car was a 1991 Nissan, and it would break down all the time when I was a freelance makeup artist and worked at Mac. What am I getting at? That anything is possible." I mean, that's really inspiring, and I'm gonna start manifesting Lambos in my future like right now. But Jeffree doesn't just have pink cars. He's got a blue BMW i8, which costs upwards of $160,000, and a bright yellow Lambo SUV, which starts at around $250,000. So if I had to guess, let me do the math here, Yeah, Jeffrey's car collection is certainly worth well into the millions. But I have to know what you guys think. Which YouTuber has your dream car? And who else would you like to see on a list like this? Let me know down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, it's time to join our Clevver fam. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't before. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And hit that bell so you're notified every single time we post a new video. Then click right over here for even more entertainment news. And of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Emil Ennis Jr. and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.